You spend years in a classroom studying theory, writing exams, and taking notes. But out here, the pace changes. The professional workforce is active, high stakes, and demanding. To bridge that gap, you need specific tools. By the end of this video, you will know how to decode a job advertisement, write a persuasive cover letter, and build a professional curriculum vitae, or CV. Before we start, grab a pen, some paper, and take a quick mental inventory of what you've achieved in school so far. You'll need all three. By aligning your personal history with strict professional standards, you translate your school achievements into the language of the workplace. Employers rarely hand you a simple checklist of what they want. They bury their specific requirements within the text of a job advertisement. To understand what they actually need, you have to actively decode it. Let's look at a mock advertisement for an agribusiness field intern in the Wakiso district. The first thing to look for are the essential criteria. These are the absolute mandatory baseline requirements. If you do not meet these, your application will likely be skipped. Next are the desirable criteria. These are bonus traits. They aren't mandatory, but possessing them gives you a competitive advantage over other candidates. Explicitly separating these two categories gives you a roadmap. It tells you exactly which skills you must highlight to prove you can do the job, versus which details will make you stand out. Now that we know what the employer wants, we need to prove you have it. That starts with your curriculum vitae. A CV is a structured, purely factual history of your education and experience. A professional CV follows a standard architectural layout. It descends through 5 specific sections: contact information, a personal statement, your education, your skills, and finally, your referees. At this stage, you might be worried that you have zero formal work experience to fill in those sections. That is perfectly normal for entry-level internships. The solution is using transferable skills. These are abilities you developed in school or community life that apply directly to a professional environment. For example, saying you helped on the family farm is a casual life experience. Translated professionally, that becomes practical experience in crop management and teamwork. You'll also need referees to back up these claims. Select local community leaders or teachers who know your work ethic, and make sure to list their accurate contact details. A well-constructed CV proves to the employer that you possess the verifiable history required to handle the responsibilities of the role. While your CV provides the facts, your cover letter serves as a narrative pitch. It allows you to build a persuasive case for why your specific background meets the organization's current needs. Because employers look for candidates who understand their specific goals, customizing your letter for every role is a central principle of the process. To do this, you connect a requirement from the job advertisement directly to a specific example from your life. If they need time management, you write something like, "As an S4 class prefect, I successfully manage daily schedules." This links their need directly to your proof. Tailoring your cover letter proves to the employer that you understand the organization's specific needs and are ready to provide immediate value. Before you send anything, you need a professionalism check. Employers evaluate your adherence to business norms just as strictly as your actual qualifications. Consider this sentence: "I want to apply for this job because I need money." The use of slang, text speak, or informal abbreviations signals a lack of professional awareness. This often causes an application to be discarded regardless of the candidate's qualifications. Let's correct this into formal, standard business English. It should read, "I am writing to express my interest in the internship vacancy." Beyond the words, visual presentation matters. Neatness and consistent formatting establish your credibility before the employer even reads the first paragraph. Flawless professionalism in your language and presentation signals that you are serious, detail-oriented, and ready for a corporate environment. You now have the 3 elements required to present your value to an employer: a clearly decoded job advertisement, a cleanly structured CV, and a precisely tailored cover letter. Mastering these professional documents prepares you to successfully make the transition from your S4 education straight into the active Ugandan workforce. For more educational content and resources to support your journey, explore our platform. The application process is not a game of luck. It is an active process of matching your verifiable skills to specific employer requirements using flawless professional standards.